Hey, this video is going to be on the analytics for residential stairlift.net. And you know what? I didn't install Google Analytics until I think yesterday, so not going to get to see much on that. What we can do though is let me just take you over there to residential stairlifts.net. Actually, it's stairlift.net, right? Okay, here we are. And from here you don't see, anything as far as how many people have accessed the site. So what we need to do is log into the back end of WordPress. And there what we can do is take a look at the statistical software that I do have installed. And then I'll show you something else. Okay, I'll show you the cPanel stat program, AW Stats. So over here there's a plugin that I have, and you can keep these plugins. Take a look at the plugins. Might help you out a little bit. I have WordPress.com stats is what helps me with the stats. And if you take a look at the stats, they take a little while to pop up simply because they come from WordPress.com. Okay, so here we're getting some views mainly from Flippa.com. We've gotten 4, but the rest of them are, people that are actually searching for search terms. And I like WordPress stats because what you can do is you can see what your top posts and pages are just by clicking on that link. It can take you to, the last week or so, or what you can do is just go to the last 30 days and it'll show you the pages that have gotten the most hits. And then you can create more pages based on that kind of traffic because you can see what people are looking at. And you can go by quarter, and of course normally the same pages, unless there's some kind of trend going on out there, the same pages are going to show up. All right. And the other thing you can do is you can list search engine terms that people actually type into the search engines and get to your site. And more or less we get the same type of thing because these search engine terms take us to those pages. Now, one thing that's very interesting that I found out after I created the residential stairlift site, and this is something you can do once you win this thing, is start creating pages based on complaints. People want to know because this is a high-end piece of equipment. They want to know which stairlifts have had the most problems. And who do you believe out there on the internet, right? So it's rough. So what you do is you kind of search for everything that you can find, and look at this one here: complaints about their compare, complaints. So people want to know about if there's problems. Bruno stairlift complaints, and they've found us, by typing this in. Now, if you take that and go to Google, let's see where we come up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. Is that number 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, home stair lifts. We're under that for residentialstairlift.net. It's under one of the tags actually. It's home stair lifts. Okay. Few complaints mentioned. Da 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 da. Okay, so you can keep on. Maybe I should have seen how many. Yeah, out of 1,770, there's not many people that are into writing articles on these things. So it's a market that's kind of wide open. There are a lot of searches done on this, as you can see. I mean, this is a small site, and we're getting quite a bit of traffic for such a really, really tight niche. Now, the deal is you can have a niche that's like broader, right, and get more hits. But the thing is, how much are those clicks worth, right? And here they're worth like $1, $2. Sometimes I get clicks that are $5 for an AdSense ad. When somebody clicks on that particular ad, I mean, sometimes it just goes crazy. So lately they've been in the $1 to $2 range, but sometimes it go, as far as the competition, that's what drives that kind of thing. Okay. Now you've seen what I have here. Let me take you over to residential stairlift, the cPanel back end of this site, and then we can take a look at what's called AW Stats. Okay, so let me just do that. Okay, so here we are in the statistics for residentialstairlift.net, and we're looking at for February, January shows. Anything that shows for the year 2011 is going to be in here. And what is incredible to me is that we've almost hit this month what we did last month, and we're only on the halfway through this month. So it's exciting that that this thing's really taken off, and I'm excited about that. And I'm just kind of scanning down here through the stats because what I want you to see is what keywords people use in Google according to this program as opposed to the WordPress program, and it's just about the same. You'll see here when I get down here. This is where I got links coming from these websites to here. People click on that. Now this is like a weird. I'd like to take a look at that one in Google. A weird keyword. Brian Satcher, Mercury Dynamics, huh? Maybe, oh yeah, look, it's one of my tags. May 1st. Distributor of the product. How about that? I don't think anybody's going to click on an ad for that, but here, Bruno Stairlift Complaints, Acorn 80 Chairlift, residentialstairlift.net, companies, electric chairlift, and then the keywords, then you have come in stairlift complaints. Isn't that something? So it might be something you want to think about targeting. If we look at last year, let me just run you through that. And sorry for scrolling through here so fast, probably making you dizzy. But if we go back to December 2010, it'll show us the stats for all of last year. You can see how, like last year around this time, we weren't doing too much. Okay? And how things grew, and then October kind of tapered off. Not sure why. I guess that's not like a really big trendy time to get stair lifts, but now it's ramping back up. If this is any indication here of where this thing is going to go throughout the summer, I mean, this website's really going to take off well. All right. And that's all the stats information I have. Like I said, I do not have any analytical information because I didn't really have this in Google Analytics until just a day or two ago, and all you're going to see is people clicking in from flippa.com, and I'm sure that's not what you're interested in, right? Although I will put the charts up there. Hey, for more information on how I take these sites and turn them around, what I do, and how I'm making so much money off of doing it, will you please visit my site called netdominate.com. And there I have a place where you can sign up for some free information and also a mini course. Okay, hopefully it'll help you do the same thing that I'm doing. And hey, you know what? Puts bread on the table. All right, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.